everybody, I'm here to talk to you today about the diversity between a local farmer's market and a foreign farmer's market. I had the joy yesterday of going to the farmer's market down in Davenport at the Freight House, and it was a very interesting experience. If you've never been down there, I suggest you go down there, walk around. You don't have to buy anything, but just kind of take in the sights and see what's down there. So, every Saturday, a lot of people, maybe even Sundays, people flock to the farmer's market looking for fresh goods, handmade baked goods, fresh meat, fresh produce, just different handmade items. There was a vendor there selling metal sculptures that you put out in your yard. Just very unique and very different, a wide variety of things that they sell at the farmer's market. I'm not one to get up early in the morning, but luckily I had to go to the chiropractor anyway. And then I figured, let's take a trip down to the farmer's market and see what kind of stuff they have. So my son and I walked around. We stopped at a couple of different booths. We bought a couple of different things. Not anything extravagant, but it was a fun, interesting experience. So I'm going to go over 3 main points with you. The small town advantage and the big city feel of our farmer's market, or a farmer's market in general. The differences between a foreign and a local farmer's market, and then how the farmers and the vendors need us as much as they need us and we need them. It's a give and take kind of environment. So the Chicago Tribune in 2019 reported that the market has grown from 2,700 different markets, like different farmers markets in the nation in the 90s to 8,700 in just the last couple of years. I know our farmers market at the beginning of this year in May, when it first opened, we had 100 vendors at our farmers market. And granted, it wasn't held in its local spot because of the flooding, but 100 different vendors and farmers came out with their goods to sell them at the farmers market. So we had a pretty good turnout, and I think they keep expanding the farmers market with places that they have it in the parking lots of the ballpark there, and then at the farmers market, the Freight House farmers market building itself, inside and outside in the parking lot there are vendors set up. So and the statistics for the Freight House for the 100 vendors that were there the very first day of the farmers market this year comes from our quadcities.com, which is a website that just gives different statistics about the things that happen around the Quad Cities. So our second would be the differences between a local market and the foreign farmers market. And my idea would be that the items desired and wanted at our local market are different than what they desire and need overseas. I went to a market in Dubai many, many years ago called the Gold Souk, which is where they sell jewelry, gold and silver, diamonds, all sorts of things. It's basically jewelry. And you can haggle with them, get the prices down. We don't have that at our local market. We have people that make, handmade jewelry with little trinkets, just different little things. Nothing compared to overseas, because we also don't have the economy that those countries do. The director of the Quad City, director of the market, says that people downtown, she wants people to get downtown so they can shop and so they can maybe sit down, have a glass of wine, and just kind of enjoy themselves. At the farmer's market, overseas and here locally, you can go to the farmer's market. There's live musicians that play there, so you can sit there, eat, socialize, with this live entertainment going on behind you. But Visit Dubai, which is the website if you were to take a trip over to Dubai, said that Dubai's most established open-air marketplace, the Ripe Market, takes place throughout the year. And so they have different booths packed with artisan goods, name brand goods, spices, all sorts of different things. So that would be if you were going to take a national or a trip outside the United States, maybe that would be a good place to go. And then our third point would be how we need each other, how the farmers need us and we need them. People want to know where their stuff is coming from. And especially nowadays, they want to know that there's not a lot of chemicals put on them, GMOs, all that kind of stuff. I like to know that my stuff is grown locally, that it's not being, treated with a bunch of chemicals. Granted, growing up, that's how you grew your stuff, is you had to put chemicals on it in order to keep the bugs off of it and maybe to make them slightly bigger so you got more produce. So I always try to buy local, but if it's not possible, obviously, you go to the grocery store, you get what you get. My 3 points are that there are big town, like big city feel, but a small town environment. There aren't too many differences between the foreign and the local markets. It's just a big city versus our small little town. And then everyone can benefit from the farmers market. People just coming into town looking for just something odd and different, the farmers market has that. So we just have something for everyone. I hope this was informative, and I think that the farmers market is a wonderful place to go and meet people and to maybe spend a little bit of money and help out those local vendors. Thank you.